great trees. I get nervous now though, because before I show you these trees, I want to go and check the ones we planted and see how they're doing, because I'm getting scared. And I want to know if it's working, and that might affect where we plant today.
I've been moving backwards, feels like I've been here before. I hear it calling to me, another door revolving, shipwrecked here upon the shore.
Nothing looking wrong with the azalea. That's good news. It's working in the market garden. Oh, cheeky pumpkin. That's a whopper. Hey, that is a whopper, to be fair.
Now it's time to come clean.
Now, this ground is looking a bit dry. I'm not sure if enough water's getting to our palm, but generally things looking nice in here. Slightly tricky thing is the ground looks a bit dry here. Under the decking, it has become super wet. It is like a swamp in here. That could be a big problem.
So you jump
So it's beginning to look good.
cause you
We're
can't
opening up.
without it. And the tide draws you deep, and it chews you up and spits you out. So you jump in the river, and it's all unfamiliar. You give in to the water, and it chews you up and shows you how.
Cucumber wants to come home.
This is how.
Brandy doesn't mind, but I'm going to take one bag home with me and put one bag in the stables to dry. I think this is becoming our produce table. This is the rest of our wilderness honey, if any of you want some. Garlic appears to be curing nicely.
Who's the face that's looking back? I see it ripple and change. Are we on
There are so many deer tracks everywhere. I'm really struggling to believe that the sequoia is going to be in one piece. Got some crazy toadstools coming out,
Oh, it's time.
getting munched up.
So you jump in the river, cause you can't live without it.
It looks, oh baby, our Grandy sequoia is still intact. Looking beautiful. Okay. I mean, I still need to improve that protection, definitely. But that is good news. Oh, a lot going on in our lives. Well, I'm very, very excited to say that Chloe and I are expecting a little girl. We're moving towards family life. Look at these rushes. That means a lot of changes in my life. Got to be better at earning consistent money, lowering my risk profile a little bit, and also presenting to the world a bit better what it is that I'm up to, because I'm doing so many different things. I'm moving towards this idea of presenting what I do as a lab, the Erasmus Lab, because ideas always start small with me, and then they grow, and sometimes they grow into projects and into established things, into businesses, platforms, but they always start small. They always start creative with a couple of people, often somebody with a hunch, over dinner, making new connections in conversation. It's a lovely bird song. And they grow from there. So I think the notion of the lab is also a way for me to collaborate on not just represent the ideas I've had and worked on sort of off-grid, but also to work with other academic institutions or even commercial organisations, governments that have got ideas that they want to work on together with me and help me grow the idea or connect the idea in some way to help it. Scale's probably a generous term, but help it bridge the gap to the next bit of the world or the system. We are upon the Lebanese cedar.
So you jump in the river, cause you can't live without.
Again, all things considered, not looking bad, not looking far off what I left it. A couple of weeks in and all the trees still remaining. We won't know a lot about their growth until we get into the spring next year. But it is very, very wet out here already. And that's why the willow will be good. The willow bank that we're going to do. I've got a little set of willow coming to make a dome. Then we're going to do a full willow bank with Jack, which will be absolutely amazing and will suck up a lot of water. But we need the trees in here to start absorbing this water really and stop it flooding us. Stop us flooding the polytunnel. Oh dear.
And it's all unfamiliar. You give in to
Have we got some whoppers for you today? It's a chocolate summer mimosa. And we got a teeny tiny, it's a pink willow. I don't know what to say about that, but we got some exciting ones going in today and one for the polytunnel that I'll show you when we're in there. Last weekend I had the great privilege of going to Marit and Brenda's wedding with Chloe, with our Norwegian friends, in Ravello, which is this like cliff top town on the Amalfi Coast in Italy. We went to a house there called Villa Simbrone. They had the walkway of immensity leading to the view of infinity. It was this most gorgeous, gorgeous walled garden of this villa. Had a bit of a monastery inside, a bit of a crypt. It was just entirely and thoughtfully and wonderfully designed. It had so many different species, so many different walkways, ways to amble around. It felt like Europe's answer to Japan's Shinrin-yoku or forest bathing. And we didn't want to leave. We walked around, we had an affogato, we looked at the view. And I just thought, yes, they've made something beautiful here. It wasn't overdone, it wasn't perfectly pristine. It was well looked after and everyone looked happy who was doing the work. And I thought, yeah, I want a bit of this. I like, we've got the growing, we got the honey, we got the beer. But I guess the layer I'm trying to bring with the trees, these kind of edible but ornamental trees, is can we bring that layer of beauty and that design and that feeling of ambience that we're in something special, both global and hyperlocal. And I wanted to share it with you. If you ever get the chance, there's a pizzeria called Mimi's. Stay up above there for like 100 and something euros a night. It was really good. You just get woken up by the bells in the morning. And we're getting there. We got some basil, some salt, some tomatoes, garlics, and a cucumber. Musa Baju. Yes, that's it. Well done. Nice and gentle. That's good. I think we're about there, Clara. That's looking a bit better. Straight down the middle, bamboo. It's gonna be wicked. Gonna be wicked. Albizia julibrissin var, otherwise known as a mimosa, has this unbelievable flower, but it comes out, it's no one I know has seen these like dark purple vibes before. Thank you, Anna, for putting me onto this. Thanks for all your support. I've got to say, I absolutely love it already. I like trees that really show the wind, and silver birch leaves do the same. They kind of glitter. This has got that very fragile little movement, which is beautiful. Definitely looks a bit more severe with the chicken wire. Maybe I'm going in too hard, maybe I'm not, I don't know. It's certainly a big upgrade from before. And finally, for the pink, the willow, the Salix gracilis. This was just 10 quid, obviously it's just a little one. But I'm going to try and plonk him in that wilder area in there. Not going to protect it, just going to forget about it and then see if it pops up in a couple of years. It'll be a nice little surprise if that one comes back to us. Josh's wheelbarrow out again. I probably should go and protect the other trees more, but I'm going to see what the feedback is for this more serious metal looking protection before I go ahead and go into the wild with it. So far so good. Let's see what happens next week or the week after, whenever it is next. Take care of yourselves, look after each other. I'll see you back here at the Arboretum. at the Grand Garden of, at the Grand Wilderness Garden.
This is how you learn it's time to let go.
Hey, buddy. Autumn is here.